weekend. And that's it for Breaking It Down with Brittney. Noelle?
Thanks, Brittney. Still to come, the Ledgeview Golf Course hosted the annual Northern State Golf Tournament held by Special Olympics Wisconsin. The annual Northern State Golf Tournament was held at the Ledgeview Golf Course this weekend. The tournament is one of two held by the Special Olympics of Wisconsin each summer. The athletes golf in 6 practice rounds before the tournament sorts golfers by ability level.
For unified golf, and so that involves a Special Olympic athlete partnering with somebody without an intellectual disability, and there's a really good social side to that where we have athletes that are golfing with family members or friends.
After the event, awards were given out to the golfers in each category. The Special Olympics of Wisconsin also holds events in many other sports year-round. Motorcyclists from around the area gathered in Little Swamico for a ride to help raise money for services that can help save lives. The 13th annual Love Life Suicide Prevention Ride was held to raise money for family services. The group is a nonprofit human services agency that focuses on children and families in Northeast Wisconsin. One woman says she decided to plan this ride because of her struggles with depression and anxiety. She says she's still here because she got the help she needed, and she wants to be there for others.
They're 24 hours a day. They talk to over 300 some people in a week's time, every single day. And people are suffering, and especially in this world right now, and we all need somebody.
The National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is 988. It's available 24/7.
And when it comes to the weather, it's either one thing or the other, right? Yesterday, on and off, just dreary, heavy downpours and storms by the end of the evening. Highs only climbing to 73 degrees into Ephraim. Everybody kind of sitting into those mid to upper 70s, while Green Bay soared to 82 degrees. Plus, we picked up over a ½ inch of rainfall yesterday, which puts us over an inch above for this month and over 2 inches for the year. So we didn't need it. We're good to go. But western Wisconsin got hit much harder just north of Eau Claire, anywhere from 5 to 7 inches accumulated out there. Here for us, we saw some of that leaking into the area. Wapaka, Clintonville, Appleton, seeing a ton of puddles yesterday, but really into Fremont, getting 2.5 inches of rainfall. Shiocton coming in at 2. Poisippi just shy of 1.5 inches. Now what do we got to deal with today? Well, it feels like a sauna outside this morning. Let me tell you that. We're about 10 degrees warmer than yesterday morning. Temperatures this early in the morning is 613. We're into the mid upper 60s into the Northwoods, low to mid 70s into the Fox Valley. It is 74 degrees into Green Bay this morning with a dew point of 70. That is miserable. It is oppressive. That's what I'm telling you. We are at 80 to 100% humidity out there. So do not straighten your hair, ladies, and also drive safely because it's creating fog, especially in Sturgeon Bay. Ephraim, we're looking at 3/4 of a mile visibility. Pembine, you're seeing reduced visibility from some showers and storms still moving through, all because of that south wind pumped in that heat and humidity. It's still breezy and it's going to get gusty this afternoon, gusts up to 25 to 30 miles per hour as it starts to pull out of the west. So we're still going to get warm. We're in the middle of the warm front, but we do have a cold front smacking into us right now. This is why we're seeing showers and storms firing up this morning. So kind of a lot going on out there, especially into Green Bay, Morrison. We're looking at these showers and storms producing a ton of lightning strikes and also some small hail, especially just north of Menominee, and we're looking at maybe in towards Swamico as well, so keep that in mind as the system progresses off into the Door County area as well. Down into Fond du Lac, a few scattered sprinkles firing up, no hail being reported with those. But the big worry is down into the Chicagoland area today. They're in an enhanced risk. Well, here for us, we're not even looking at any of these storms turning severe, so we're going to have to look southward later on this afternoon. Temperatures will be feeling like nearly 100 degrees for them. So that's the kind of heat and humidity this front is smacking into. That'll happen by this evening there. Here for us, we're going to see the rain chances winding down by 10 a.m. As this front pushes on in, the winds will pick up. Sunshine will start to peek out, and we're actually going to have a nice kind of relaxing day as we go through the afternoon and evening, especially into the middle of the week. We're going to see abundant sunshine, dry conditions. In fact, the rain chances hold off until Friday night and into Saturday morning. And behind that, we're still looking at below average precipitation as we cruise into the beginning of September too. So we're almost in the clear. Here's what you're looking like outside right now. Sunrise was just a few minutes ago, but you can barely see much of that. Wait till this afternoon. Highs climbing into the mid-80s. Breezy conditions hang on tonight as we start to cool down. You can probably shut your AC off overnight because tomorrow is going to be crisp and only temperatures hitting into those mid to upper 70s. So some picture perfect weather, that's for sure, as we go through midweek, flirting with those 80s, abundant sunshine. I have nothing to talk about until Friday night, Saturday morning. We are looking at showers and storms pushing through. They want to hold off until after 10 p.m. So if you were going to think about going to De Pere for that sports showdown, I think you're good to go. Highs at 85 on a Friday. It'll be good. Good way to go in the weekend.
Yes, nice and toasty. Cannot wait for that sunshine.
Me too.
Thanks, Brittany. Still to come, the latest findings following the FBI search of former President Trump's Florida home and what the next steps will be. In today's top stories, police in Oregon will try to determine a motive for a shooting that killed 2 people. Police say the suspected shooter opened fire in the parking lot of a shopping center and killed 2 people in a Safeway grocery store. Police later found the suspected shooter dead inside the store with an AR-15 rifle and a shotgun near his body. Today, flooding is expected to threaten more than 100 homes in Mississippi. Emergency workers are warning residents to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. The Mississippi Emergency Management Agency prepared 126,000 sandbags to try to minimize the flood's impact. Today, Serena Williams begins what she says will be the last event of her legendary tennis career. Williams will be chasing her 24th major singles championship at the U.S. Open, but also entered in doubles with her sister Venus. Williams announced her plan to evolve away from tennis earlier this month. To Washington now, new developments in the FBI search of former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. Intelligence officials say they will do a damage assessment of the boxes and boxes of classified materials seized, all while awaiting the appointment of a special master in the case. NBC's Bree Jackson is in Washington with more on what that means.
U.S. intelligence officials assessing the damage from the classified documents recovered from former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate.
It's important because there are potentially lives at stake.
The Director of National Intelligence, Avril Haines, telling Congress she'll lead the review of the potential risks to national security that would result from the disclosure of records Mr. Trump took with him to Florida.
If they, within the documents expose the identities of CIA agents. These are foreigners who we have recruited to spy for us. And they're also going to be looking to see if our collection methodologies are exposed.
Intelligence officials say they will coordinate closely with the Justice Department to ensure the assessment does not interfere with DOJ's ongoing criminal investigation into the material recovered. The former president continues to blast the investigation as pure politics. As the political fallout of the FBI search mounts, a Florida federal judge suggests she will support Mr. Trump's request for a special master to review the seized documents. Top Republicans argue the federal investigation is a distraction from other pressing issues heading into midterm elections.
Less than 100 days before the election, suddenly we're talking about this rather than the economy or inflation.
Democrats say national security is at risk.
But the Republicans are turning a blind eye, this extreme agenda, and this is what this election is all about.
Threats to democracy top the list of concerns for many voters. In Washington, Bree Jackson for NBC News.
I'm John Matteries. More and more people are getting phone calls from someone claiming to be with their cable or satellite company. What these calls are all about and what happens if you answer. That story coming up.
The government's program to give away free COVID tests will end this week. A statement on the website says the program will end Friday. An administration official says the stockpile of tests is running low, and they want to make sure there are enough tests on hand in case there is a spike in cases during the fall. The official blamed a lack of approved funding by Congress as the reason for the discontinuation of the program. The administration believes it has distributed about 600 million tests through its COVID test website. This week, we'll get a fresh look at the job market. The monthly jobs report comes out Friday morning. This week could provide the Federal Reserve with information on the health of the economy when it meets later in September to decide on another interest rate hike. The previous jobs report easily beat expectation when it showed the economy added twice as many jobs in July than expected. It also showed higher wages and a lower than expected unemployment rate. Gas prices are getting closer to falling for 3 consecutive months. AAA reports the nation's average price for a gallon of unleaded is $3.85. That's down 5 cents from last week. A month ago, drivers were paying an average of $4.28 per gallon. Prices have been falling every week since peaking at more than $5 per gallon. The average price for a gallon of gas here in Wisconsin now sits below the national average at $3.61. In Green Bay, the average has fallen to $3.56. Everyone wants to save money on their cable bill, but be on alert. Scammers are posing as employees of your cable or satellite company, all to get your information or even gift card numbers. Consumer reporter John Matarese shows us the telltale signs of cable bill scams, so you don't waste your money.
Tim Hoff loves growing flowers. But lately, these quiet moments keep getting interrupted by phone calls.
Oh, here we go.
About his TV bill.
And one day it'll be Spectrum, the next day it might be DirecTV.
He says the callers promise to lower his bill if he just gives them some information.
We're offering a reduction on your TV if you get cable, for instance. So you might buy into that because if you have cable, you want to get lower rates, and so you'll give them your information.
More and more people these days are getting calls from someone claiming to be with their cable or satellite company. They may offer you a discount or say you're behind on your bill and are about to be disconnected.
And this is not new to our industry, or any industry for that matter, that deals with this kind of routine payments that we do.
Mike Peddlety is a spokesperson for Spectrum. He says if you're hearing about a problem with your account for the first time over the phone, it's probably a scam call. Also,
if you think you're caught up and all of a sudden you get this call, that's a red flag. We won't be calling, and we certainly are not harassing.
And be on alert for strange payment requests, such as buying and giving them gift card numbers, according to cybersecurity expert and podcast host Adam Levin.
It's the same thing as cash, and people have to understand that. There's really no way to track it, and there's no way to recall it.
Get a strange call, hang up, and call the customer service number on your bill. When Tim Hoff does that,
And they say that's not us, that's a scam call.
he wants you to know that too, so you don't waste your money. I'm John Matarese.
We are waking up warm and muggy with a mix of some sun that wants to peek through and also showers and storms into some other areas. As we go through our morning, we are going to see those chances winding down after 10 a.m. That sun will actually start to come out and highs will climb into those mid-80s. Now, it's going to be very windy all day today, gusts up to 30 miles per hour, so a small craft advisory is in effect on the lake shores. Of course, waves nearly to 8 feet high. Now, as we go through our day today, ladies, don't even straighten it. It's going to curl and frizz on out. But as we go through tomorrow, in the middle of the week, we can have that sleek, slick hairstyle for a perfect week ahead. Now, if we are looking ahead to our Friday, those temperatures climbing back into those mid-80s, you know that humidity is going to be rising back there with it and bringing chances for more showers and storms. They look like right now they want to hold off until after the game at 10 p.m., but of course we're going to have to keep an eye to that. Now, afterwards, we are looking at sunshine returning for your Saturday afternoon and a sunny weekend and a comfortable one ahead as well. It does look like those showers and storms are going to be holding off, so we will have a brighter weekend as we cruise into Labor Day.
Keeping you connected in Northeast Wisconsin. You're watching NBC 26 Today.
Coming up, with 10 weeks to go until Election Day, we'll break down the numbers and polls to see what could happen in November. Plus, if you're a Packers fan that bleeds green and gold, here's your chance to prove it. The Packers are hosting a blood drive with the Red Cross today at Lambeau Field. And the longtime Packers fan who had his dream come true this weekend, as he is now a member of the Packers Hall of Fame. Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Noelle Friel.
And I'm meteorologist Brittney Merlot. Happy Monday morning to you. It's a muggy, miserable one out there, unfortunately. But
yeah, sounds like it's going to brighten up though.
I know, we have a better outlook for us today. And I always like to try to find the positives, just like yesterday with that weather. You know, the bugs are washed off our cars, right? And free car wash. Now this morning it's a free sauna, okay? Temperatures anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees warmer than we were just 24 hours ago yesterday morning. I mean, it is 6:31 a.m. We are into the mid to upper 60s into the Northwoods, low 70s here for the rest of us. I mean, Green Bay, it is 75 degrees outside right now with the dew points into the 70s to upper 60s. That is quite miserable to near oppressive. In fact, that's at 80 to 100% relative humidity out there. So I am going to welcome this cold front that is slamming into us right now, which is why we're seeing those showers and storms. I know we don't want them after yesterday's weather. This is the rain accumulations that we saw. Obviously some very heavy rain down to the southwest of the Fox Valley, picking up anywhere from 1 to nearly 3 inches of rainfall. So why do we need more? We don't need it, but we're going to get it, and then we're going to get a much better day as we go through this afternoon. So here are the few little storms pushing over the bay right now. Morrison, you're being hit as well. That is pretty weak. You could see some pea-sized hail with that one, but the rest, we could have seen some other pea-sized hail as well associated with it. It is going to be headed over into Door County here, headed in towards Brussels by 6:45 this morning. Now, what about the rest of the Fox Valley? A few scattered sprinkles are possible. They do stay possible up until about 9 to 10 a.m. Then those winds are going to really kick in. The front is past us. We're going to see clearing skies, but it will be breezy. Gusts up to about 30 miles per hour, and it's going to climb our temperatures back to some summer heat. Into the mid-80s we go. Don't forget the sunglasses. You are going to need them this afternoon and for the rest of the week. I have all of these awesome details coming up.
This week marks 10 weeks until Election Day, and for most of the summer, when gas prices and inflation were up, many thought the election could be a landslide victory for Republicans. And while history is certainly on the side of the GOP, Democrats have made major strides. Joe St. George shows us why this election is poised to be close, meaning spending and campaign commercials will only intensify from here.
Let's talk about waves, shall we? No, not the kind at the ocean, political waves. For most of this year, the conventional thinking was that a political red wave was about to sweep the country. That's what happened to Democratic presidents. Bill Clinton in 1994. President Barack Obama in 2010. A lot of people thought that would happen to President Joe Biden this year. But something is changing with the tides politically in our country that's giving Democrats hope that they can make this midterm election close.
Thanks for being here.
I know polls are controversial and sometimes wrong, but we don't have much else to go on when it comes to the popularity of the president. Real Clear Politics, a nonpartisan website, has averaged all of Mr. Biden's recent polling. Right now, he's at around 42% approval rating. 55% of the country disapproves of him. Since we're talking about waves, the polls show the president is underwater. That's good news for conservatives, bad news for progressives. That's why the House of Representatives is still projected to flip this election. But as we hit the final stretch, Democrats are feeling more optimistic. Why? Reason number one, this election will be close. Democrats got some of their priorities passed. Between climate change reform, prescription drug changes, and student loan forgiveness, that may just be enough to motivate some Democratic voters who usually sit out the midterm elections. Of course, Republicans voted against those things, and the new policies will likely motivate them too. Reason number two, gas prices are falling. Last month, gas prices averaged $4.36 a gallon. Last week, they averaged $3.88. Prices are getting closer to $3.18 that the average gallon of gas cost this time last year. In fact, a recent NBC News poll listed threats to democracy as the number one issue on voters' minds this election. Gas prices and inflation were number two. Reason number three, election results and abortion rights. In New York last week, no poll had Democrat Pat Ryan winning his congressional race, but he did. His campaign primarily focused on abortion. And in conservative-leaning Kansas this month, voters defeated a measure that would have created new restrictions. Those results are leading some political observers to wonder if Democrats are stealing some Republican voters over the issue of abortion. I'm Joe St. George reporting.
And as we near the November election here in Wisconsin, NBC 26 will have you covered for the October debates. The U.S. Senate debate will be held on October 13th at 6 p.m. The gubernatorial debate will be on October 20th at 6 p.m. as well. You can watch both of those debates right here on NBC 26. Today, the Green Bay Packers are joining the American Red Cross for their Give Back Community Blood Drive. The blood drive will begin at 7 a.m. and run until 7 p.m. at Lambeau Field in the Johnsonville Tailgate Village. Free parking will be available in Lot 3 off of Lombardi Avenue. Appointments are strongly encouraged, but walk-ins will be taken as space allows. All donors can enter into a raffle for a chance to win a number of prizes and will also receive a free giveaway item while supplies last. One Packers fan got to see his name enshrined alongside many franchise greats. He was inducted as the 24th member of the Packers Fan Hall of Fame. Jeff Yasik of Mazomanie said he became a fan of the team in 1994. Yasik was diagnosed with cerebral palsy and attended training camp in hopes of meeting Reggie White. White only stopped for one person that day, and that was Jeff. Yasik said it was a dream come true.
Pumped up and ready for the year, ready to become a Hall of Famer.
Yasik was selected from a field of 10 finalists. As part of his induction, Yasik will be watching games in style this year with club seats to a home game and an all-inclusive road trip of his choice. It's an off week for football this week, and what is a Packers fan to do without football? We have the solution. This Thursday, NBC 26 will be running a replay of Super Bowl 31. This was the story of Brett Favre's only Super Bowl victory and a dominant defense featuring Reggie White. You can tune in to see it this Thursday at 7 p.m. right here on NBC 26. Still to come, a look at the survey that shows where over 300,000 Wisconsin residents get their financial advice from.
Spotty showers and storms firing up and moving into Door County and Kewaunee County here this morning. Now, they're not severe warned, but they do have some heavy downpours, lots of lightning, and maybe even some small pea-sized hail as well. But guess what? The sun is going to peek out and in full force as we head through this afternoon. Temperatures soaring into the mid-80s for a majority of us. A little bit cooler by the lake here today. And also, keep in mind, we are looking at big waves, a small craft advisory in effect, strong rip currents out there too. So you might want to stay away from the beach, but I'm gonna let you know we have a couple days ahead. You're gonna want to head out there. I'll let you know when.
About an hour ago, the intersection at University Avenue and Baird Street closed down for sewer work. University Avenue will be closed from Irwin Avenue to Forest Street, and Baird Street will be closed from Elm Street to University. According to the Green Bay Public Works Department, the closure will last until Friday at 5 p.m. Here in Wisconsin, a survey has revealed that 318,000 Wisconsinites admit to taking financial advice from social media influencers. The survey by Coupon Birds revealed that people are seeking information on topics like taxes, college loans, credit scores, cars, budgeting, debt, investing for retirement, and trading advice. Some videos on the internet that have false information about making financial decisions could leave people and their money quite vulnerable.
Wake up, everybody, wake up. All right, this is the mind state I want you guys to be in. So think of yesterday as a price we had to pay to have a beautiful Labor Day weekend, okay? So we're gonna get through this. Ephraim, you only climbed to a high of 73 degrees yesterday. It was just a dreary day, on and off showers and storms, heavy storms in the evening. Green Bay, you soared to 82 degrees and also picked up over a half an inch of rainfall, and we don't need that. We're already above, you can see, over an inch for the month and over 2 inches for the year. So thankfully, western Wisconsin got hit harder, up to anywhere from 5 to 7 inches of rainfall. This is a drought area. They did need it. And of course, you can see some of that leaked into our area, up to 2.5 inches accumulated into Fremont. Shiocton coming in at 2 inches of rainfall, Poisippi at just shy of 1.5 inches. So with all of that moisture on the ground, plus these temperatures rising, they're 5 to 10 degrees warmer than yesterday morning. It is 6:42 a.m. and we're into the mid to upper 60s into the Northwoods, low to mid 70s here for the rest of us. It is 75 degrees into Green Bay this early in the morning, with the dew points at 70. That is oppressive. That is disgusting, miserable. That's 80 to 100% relative humidity, so it feels like a sauna as you head out the door. We're also seeing patchy fog building into Ephraim, out ahead of the showers and storms that are headed your way. You can blame the winds. They pulled in all of that heat and humidity, so they're still out of the south. They're going to get breezy today, gusts up to 30 miles per hour, and they're going to start to pull out of the west a little bit, which means we're still going to get warm. We're going to start to feel some relief in the humidity because we're right in between this right now as the cold front is smacking into us this morning. That is firing up these isolated showers and storms. That's why they're in that line. Here they are pushing across the bay now into Brussels area, Liberty Grove, you're behind, just leaving Morrison. So we're seeing a lot of clouded ground lightning with this. But the bigger thing is some small